Coming to get you, Bobber.
Rabid is a 2019 horror movie directed by the Soska sisters, and it stars Laura Vandervoort, Stephen McHattie, CM Punk and Hanneke Talbot. We have a remake to Rabid from 1977 directed by David Cronenberg, and you do get these horror remakes that come out now and again that you probably don't even know that are filming, and then they all of a sudden spring upon you. I did know that Rabid was coming out quite a while ago, and it got delayed for quite a while, so I think that they finished filming it last year or something. So I wasn't looking forward to it, I wasn't really bothered about it, but then I noticed that it came out this week on Blu-ray, so I ended up buying it and doing a review for it. As soon as I pressed play and saw the quality of this film, I thought I'm in for something really bad here. It looked like an episode of something that you would see from Sci-Fi Channel or one of the Resident Evil sequels. It's got that futuristic, bleak look to it, and that put me off straight away. The main character, Rose, was quite intriguing. I think that she was interesting to follow, and I think that before she got her surgery, at the beginning of this film, she was very interesting. I think that when we see her character being belittled by everybody, you do want to see her do well, and you do want to see her do the right thing. And I think that's probably the most interesting part of this movie, is just how her character develops throughout the film. The dialogue in this film was really bad, and the way that the people acted towards each other was very unrealistic. At the beginning, when you've got Rose, who was in this accident, the doctor is talking to her as if she's a child, and he didn't care about her. He was just so rude, and it's something that a doctor just wouldn't do. I'm not a huge fan of the Soska sisters. They've directed a couple of okay movies, but most of the movies they've directed I've not enjoyed, and I think one of the reasons is because they try to be very artistic and stylistic in their films, and that's all over this film. And it just doesn't need to be. There's these surgeons, when they go and do this surgery on Rose, they're wearing red silk. I mean, there's just no point to them doing that. There's no need for them to do that. So they try to be very artistic in the way they directed this film, and it just didn't pay off. One thing I will say that was quite good was when Rose awoke from her surgery, the rabidness started straight away. And that was good. It didn't have a build-up of her thinking, oh, I might want to eat people or whatever. It started straight away, so I quite liked that. As I mentioned, the only character that I liked was Rose. All the other characters were awful. Everybody felt arrogant, and I don't think that's because they were directed to be arrogant. I think that was the arrogance of the direction of the movie that made everybody else feel arrogant. How's this for a terrible line?
Seriously, you ain't all that, sweetheart. You're like a New Jersey 6.
I felt that the ending was a borderline mess and almost embarrassing. We got a really quick, silly reason and explanation behind what the doctor is doing and why he's doing it. I just didn't buy into that at all. For a movie that's called Rabid, I would have expected a little more on the zombie side of things, seeing characters bite each other and multiply all the way through. I know that they mention it in the film that there's this epidemic happening and we need to shut everything down, get everybody quarantined, etc. But we didn't really explore that. It was more about the fashion side of things rather than getting everybody safe, getting a cure for everything. It just felt like it went nowhere. As Rose's health deteriorated and she became more rabid, that's when the movie felt more deteriorating as well. It just got from bad to worse. Overall, guys, I didn't like it. I don't think it was a good movie at all. I will never watch it again, and I felt like it was just an unnecessary remake to a movie that wasn't really good to begin with in 1977. And I know that they do want to remake some movies that weren't good and try and improve on things, but they didn't do that at all with the remake. If you've seen Rabid, guys, let me know what you think down below. Also, let me know what you think of the Soska sisters movies as well. I'm hearing that a lot of people like American Mary, and that's probably their best movie, but what do you think of the other movies that they've directed? Anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching again. Thanks for subscribing. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.